Okay, so we have a question from the audience. Is there anything you intend to do about the crumbling foundation problems?
Can you guys hear me if I speak like this and actually walk toward you? Because I can't stand being tethered to a mic. The crumbling foundation problem in the state of Connecticut has existed for how many years, and when has anyone done anything about it? It basically came at the end of Blumenthal. Jepson has not done what he needed to do. We talked about this the other night in Nashford. There are two statutes in the state of Connecticut that enable the Attorney General to at least start attacking some of this. One is called the Connecticut Unfair Trade Practices Act, which empowers the Attorney General to take action. One is a parallel act called the Connecticut Unfair Insurance Practices Act, CUIPA. I've litigated those cases in the state courts, in the federal courts. It's an unfair insurance practice in some instances to actually issue insurance policies, homeowner insurance policies, and then to deny them on technicalities and stringing people out and basically saying, you know what, I know you paid your premiums, but sorry, we're not going to cover you. So the first thing the Attorney General should do and must do is enforce the laws and use the tools that we have, CUIPA, to bring an action if necessary, but at least bring a phone call to the insurance companies that need to get called and say, hey, guess what? This is the direction I want to go in. What do you got for me? Because this is what I want. There's one takeaway you get from my approach for Attorney General is this. The Attorney General has to know when it's time to pick up a pen and sue and when it's time to pick up a phone or make a phone call. I believe in the latter before the former. I think this is what's led our state down the wrong direction for a long time, make us non-business friendly. I will pick up the phone and say, hey guys, come in, let's have a meeting, because if we don't solve this problem properly, then we might have to pick up the pen. But I'll pick up the phone first, and you know what will happen next? We'll create a settlement fund. We will actually start enforcing some insurance agreements. We will actually get some relief to the 200, 300, 400 complaints that have been filed in the Attorney General's office in the last 4 years, and nothing's been done. Nothing's been done. There's been a lot of good press. I sponsored the Crumbling Foundations legislation when I was a state rep. I think John did too. I forget if it came out of the Senate or the House. Didn't go anywhere. It's time for the Attorney General to step up and do something about it, and I know how to do it.
Now, I'm from Eastern Connecticut. I'm from the area where those crumbling foundations are happening. And I'm going to echo John's comments that I will do something about this issue. This has been devastating to the people out in Eastern Connecticut, the forgotten part of Connecticut. And I, like John, will make this a priority for our state. I'm going to have a contract with Connecticut. That's what I'm going to do. I worked for Newt Gingrich, and I saw what the contract of America did for our nation. I was endorsed by Newt Gingrich, and I learned a thing or two. One of the issues that I'm going to put first and foremost is crumbling foundations, and tackle that as one of our issues for Connecticut, and the contract of Connecticut.
For Shaban for AG, John M. Whitcomb, Treasurer. I'm John T. Shaban, and I approve this message.